Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. I watched one of the channels I was watching last night was Miranda PMV, and she did a food tag that she got from Lucy Pureface, who got it from another pretty gal called Glam Burger, and I'll put a link to Miranda's video down below, and then you can chase it back as far as you want. But basically there's 25 questions here. Not all of them are going to be real easy to answer in a short answer, so some of them might get a little bit wordy there. Imagine that, Doc, getting wordy. Anyway, let's see what we got. So, favorite breakfast. Here, we're going to start right off with a good one. Used to be my breakfast was caffeine and nicotine. You know, get up with a cup of coffee and a couple of cigarettes. Well, I haven't smoked in a little over 6 years now, and I've cut way back on my coffee, but I still do coffee in the morning, and that's basically my breakfast. Here lately I've been doing cold brew coffee mixed with either ginger ale or Coca-Cola. Both are very good. And a couple of mornings I've been doing the cold brewed coffee with butter pecan protein shake, and that's really good. It gets me going and fills me up at the same time. So let's see. Coffee. Okay, that was the second question. So 1 and 2 are pretty much the same. I make a very strong coffee. When I make coffee, I like to drip brew, and I'll use 5 big scoops of black silk, Folgers black silk, or one of the other dark roasts, to about 4 cups of water. So I like it. If you can stick the bowl of your spoon in the coffee and see the bottom of the spoon, you're just drinking colored water. I don't put in milk, I don't put in sugar. Sometimes I do add a little bit of honey. Now lately I've been doing this cold brew, and that's really good. I make the cold brew using the Folgers coffee bags. Do 4 to a pint of water and let it sit overnight, sometimes for a day. Let's see, favorite sandwich. That's a little difficult too. I think my favorite sandwich has got to be the cheesesteak. But then a grilled cheese sandwich, I mean, always hits the spot. It's a go-to. So is a cold cheese sandwich. I'm not real crazy about these questions that ask for favorites, because I can never come up with just one. Soup or salad? Well, I'm not super crazy about soup. I'm not super crazy about salad either. Depending on where you go now, there's barbecue joints down here that you order a salad and it's a plate full of French fries covered with pulled barbecue and cheese and onions and peppers, and now that's a salad. But if I had to have my either or, like we go out to Olive Garden or something like that, I'll chow down on a salad. I enjoy a salad. Favorite cookbooks. Favorite cookbook. I don't know. I guess Betty Crocker's. I'm gonna have to move. Away from that noise machine. Alright. Favorite cookbook. I'm gonna have to go with like Betty Crocker. I don't really do cookbooks. I mean, I look through them, I browse through them. I don't go by recipes. So Yeah, I don't really do cookbooks unless there's something that I really want to make and I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I'll go and I'll read the recipe and then I'll adapt it to myself. Ban sugar or salt. Well, I'm on a low sodium diet. I don't cook with salt at all, or very sparingly at any rate. Oh, we got flies all over the place. I don't do a whole lot of sugar either. Like I don't put sugar in my coffee. I don't do sugar in cornbread. I don't do. I'm not real big on sweets, so it's hard to say ban either or. I don't do a whole lot of either, so there's that one. My favorite cuisine, free. There again, it's a favorite, and what is my favorite? I don't know. I love eating Mexican food. I love Indian food. There's a lot of Chinese foods that I enjoy. A Thai pad Thai, cheeseburgers, cheesesteaks, pizza, Italian food, Brazilian food. Yeah, I don't have a favorite cuisine. Food, that's my cuisine. Favorite food movie? I don't know. The only one I really know about is that Disney movie, Ratatouille. So I'm gonna have to go with that one. Either that one or, well, I don't know. Lady and the Tramp. That wasn't really a food movie, but they got that spaghetti eating thing with Lady and the Tramp. Guilty pleasure. I guess they're talking about with food. Come on, bugs. Good Lord of mercy. Oh, excuse me for a moment. See, that stuff helps. Where were we? Guilty pleasures. I don't know. I guess it would be sitting down with a big old piece of cheesecake, or maybe a bowl of ice cream. I don't know. Moving on. How do you get inspired? I get hungry. I mean, really. I like to cook. I like to eat. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money. So if I want to eat, I gotta cook. So, I get inspired to cook, and I make something that I find enjoyable. So I guess that's it. Home cooking or go out? Well, here again, I don't like spending a whole lot of money, and I enjoy cooking, so I have no problem cooking at home. But then again, sometimes I don't feel like cooking, so I'll go out, or I get invited out, and if it's free, then I'll definitely going out. If somebody's picked up the tab. So yeah, that's. I generally try to eat at home. Isn't always cooking. Sometimes it's just, I'll open a can of tuna fish and make a sandwich or something. High dollar or low? I don't like high dollar. Medium and low. I'll hit a taco truck or a hot dog stand in a heartbeat and enjoy myself way more than I would in any 5-star restaurant that costs you $30 for a quarter cup of food. And they serve it on a dirty plate. So yeah, high, medium and low. You know, dollar menu at McDonald's or Taco Bell, $9 burgers at Hardee's or you know, one of these local burger joints. High dollar. Nah. About the highest I would go would be Olive Garden, and I'm not real crazy about any chains. So, favorite restaurant. I don't know. I'm going to go with now I can't think of the name. There's a Mexican restaurant that we go to quite often, and I enjoy going there. That's basically the only one I really enjoy going to. Where do I shop? All over. I'm the type. There are numerous places to shop, to grocery shop. There's Walmart, Rose, Publix, Winn-Dixie, Trader Joe's, Aldi, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Whole Foods. They all have certain items that I like, or I like their price of. So I have no problem going a little ways out of my way to buy something if I get the right price for it and it's something that I enjoy. Fortunately, it's getting to a point where I don't have to drive real far. There's an Aldi that's close by me, the Whole Foods is close by, Rose is nearby. Rose, I usually go there for the meats, and of course, you know, Dollar Tree and places like that. So I shop all over. Best dish I ever had. You know, when I wrote this down, and even when Miranda was talking about it, I couldn't think of what my best dish my best dish I ever had was. I'm gonna have to go with my aunt's cheesecake. So. My favorite cocktail. I think this couple next to me think I'm a little crazy sitting over here talking to myself. My favorite cocktail. My favorite. I make a habanero vodka. I just stick habaneros down in vodka. And then I make a Bloody Mary. Actually, I use a spicy V8 juice, a little steak sauce, a little celery salt. You know, over ice with some habanero vodka, and that's my usual go-to. I also do I'm not sure what it would be called. Frozen strawberries, frozen yogurt, and rum. That's dangerous. That really is. That's sweet. It's cold. It goes down so easy. So between those two, yeah. But I'm not a real big alcohol drinker. So I only have like 3 or 4 drinks a month, if that. Would I like to drink coffee with George Clooney or Heston Blumenthal? Neither one of them. I'm not really sure who Heston is. I think he's a chef. That's okay. Chefs are too full of themselves. George Clooney, yeah, you don't thrill me. Yeah, neither of them. What object in the kitchen can't you do without? That's another one of those, like, what's your favorite type questions. I don't really have anything. Excuse me, I gotta refill my soda. Of course, the ice chest's gonna fight with me. There we go. I guess it would be, I don't know, my blender processor. I don't know. There's really nothing that I can't do without. I always figure out some way to work around it. I mean, the stove, the refrigerator, a knife, all those things I can, I can work around. I don't really know that there's any one object in my kitchen that I can't do without. I can cook over a campfire in a can with a stick. So, yeah, sorry. Favorite snack. Again with the favorite. I have two that I go to predominantly. I have a weird sleep schedule, and I stay up all night long, and I have a snack late at night. So I make a sloppy Joe, a very spicy sloppy Joe. Generally, sometimes I mix it with shredded cheese. I let it get cold, and then I eat that on crackers. It was something that my oldest grandson's other grandfather does, and it's good. I mean, it's tasty. So that's one. And then either a pimento cheese. There's one pimento cheese that I buy at Walmart it's not the greatest, but it's tasty, and it's not expensive. Or I'll make up a cheese spread. So one of those three is usually what I snack on. But I have cheese crackers and peanut butter and jelly crackers from I don't remember who they're from. Excuse me. For an occasional snack, or small bags of Doritos or something like that, small bags of Cheez-Its. For a while, after I had quit smoking, I was hooked on Cheez-Its. I would eat a box of Cheez-Its a day. Not even a day. In the evenings while I was sitting reading, I would eat a whole box of Cheez-Its. I also went from 220 pounds to 310 pounds. I cut out the Cheez-Its way before I got up to that weight, but so I can't blame them all on the Cheez-Its. But part of that is what happened. So, pizza toppings. Oh man, I like, depending on the pizza. I like New York style thin crust. There's a couple places around here that make it really good. I'm fine with just cheese pizza. But then you add pepperoni to it, and it's even better. You add a little bit of sausage to that, and it's even better. You add some black olives, and some jalapeno peppers, and some onions, and oh my goodness. Yeah. And then of course down here, shrimp. Throw some shrimp onto a pizza. Oh my gosh. Let's see, food dislikes. Well, this one's a fairly easy one. Well, it's easy, but it's not really all that long, I guess. Avocados. I don't like the texture of them. I'm not crazy about the taste. Cilantro. I love Mexican food. Cilantro tastes like soap to me. I don't mind a little bit if it's deep in the dish, it doesn't get real bad. They're leaving. I can open the window. Ah, airflow. I was thinking this place isn't all that busy, but I mean it's not. Just happens to be right next to where I'm at. What was I talking about? Oh, avocados. Yeah, I'm not crazy about avocados. Cilantro. I'm not crazy about cilantro. Mushrooms. No, thank you. I don't eat fungus. Beyond that, sometimes it's because of the way something is cooked. I don't like it. I'm not real crazy about liver, but if it's cooked right, I'll eat it. I'm not crazy about chicken, but I eat it. Especially, you know, most things. If you add enough hot sauce, you can't taste it anyway. So, my three big things are avocados, mushrooms, and cilantro. Anything beyond that, I'm pretty open. Weirdest thing I've ever eaten. Heck, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the lady next door to me was I don't know, 3/4 Cherokee or something like that. I learned early not to ask what I was eating, just sit down and enjoy it, because she didn't do most of her shopping in grocery stores. She went and walked through the woods and down in the swamp, and you know, and then the meats were out of the freezer, whatever had been caught. It could have been squirrel, it could be snake, it could be God only knows. So I've had some dishes that I didn't want to know what was in them. But I've eaten snails, I've eaten grubs, I've eaten ant larvae, snake, fish eggs, seaweed. I mean, I've tried sushi, you know, raw fish. I guess that's not really sushi. Sushi is cooked with rice and all that other stuff, I think. I don't know. I'm not a big fan, but I'll eat it. I like tuna, fresh tuna. I like it almost raw, just like I like my steaks. You barely have to barely sear the outside of it, and the inside's still all nice and pink and juicy. Anyway, where we're a favorite food blog. I'm not even sure what a blog is. Is that like watching one of these? This is a video blog, right? I don't go in and read other people's blogs. It's mostly me. From what I gather, I guess. But I don't watch a whole lot. There's a couple of channels on here on YouTube that I do watch. Betty and there's a couple of others. And I don't watch them all the time. It just depends on what recipe they're showing, and that either I like making myself or that I'm intrigued by their method of making it, and you know, see how it differs from what I make. I do like watching like the food channel. There's a couple of them on there. I don't watch a whole lot of that anymore. I changed my cable subscription and all that, but like Guy Fieri's Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives, and that kind of food show, I enjoy watching that, and I get some ideas off of that type stuff. But I don't really do food blogs. I've talked about the weirdest ever eaten. I must have skipped something there. Food I can live without. I'm gonna go back to the ones that I don't like. You know, I mean, really, That's kind of a crazy question, but if you mean foods that I generally eat that I could do without, I don't know. You keep getting these meme type question things on Facebook all the time too, and it's like, if you could, if you could never have one of these, and they've got, cheeseburgers, pizza, hot wings, and tacos. Take the wings. I don't generally eat wings. They're too messy, and there's not enough meat for the effort, in my opinion. I'd rather do the same style and use chicken tenders. That's not to say I won't eat them. It's just if there's something else, I'd rather have something else. What could I? But what could I couldn't live without? Oh, wait a minute. That's couldn't live without. Oh, wait a minute. I need my glasses on. Food I couldn't live without. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to cheesesteaks, and there's the reason I say that, when we're going back, what, 30, I don't know, 30, back to 1986. I was at a racetrack. We ran dirt track stock cars. Our car wasn't on the track that night. We were sitting in the stands. It was myself and the Ole Miss and the 4 kids. And there was an accident on the track. The car came up and into the fence, and the fence exploded into the stands. Parts of the car came into the stands. I caught it across the face. Everything was shattered. The Ole Miss had a dent in the top of her head. Somehow I managed to push the kids down. None of them got injured. My youngest was she was just an infant. She was still in a car carrier. I ended up with my jaws wired, and I spent 19 weeks in the hospital or something like that. Two major facial reconstruction surgeries, and it was a bloody mess. Let me tell you what, all around. But the one thing I craved was a cheesesteak, and I mean, I put cheesesteaks in a blender. I wanted a cheesesteak so bad. The first thing I did when I got my jaws unwired was go buy a cheesesteak. Actually, when I came home, when I joined the military, I joined the Air Force. I came home from basic training. What was that? 1976, I guess. I got off the bus in the center of our town, our little town, and there was a little steak shop right there at the bus stop. And I got off the bus. I walked off the bus and into that store and bought a cheesesteak and a cherry Coke. So, what food I couldn't live without? I can't say that I couldn't live without it, but oh my God, I love cheesesteaks. Food bucket list. That's the last question. So, food bucket list. Well, I haven't been able to eat a haggis. I'd like to try a haggis. A real haggis over in Scotland. You're not allowed to cook. You're not allowed to make a real haggis over here. I guess all the entails and entrails and all the goody bits inside that they use, I don't know. Our government says it's not good for you. So that's about it on my bucket list. I think there's not a whole lot of other stuff that. I mean, there's places I would like to go to try, like I'd like to try Tony Luke's cheesesteak, and he's got a pulled pork with broccoli rabe sandwich, and there's a place down in Miami I haven't gotten to that makes good cheesesteaks. There's a place outside of Tampa that makes a killer cheeseburger. I'd like to go to Beale Street in Memphis, get some Beale Street barbecue. Probably half a dozen different places on Beale Street I'd like to hit up. Yeah, I guess that's about it on a bucket list. So I don't know how long have we been running on this now. This is going to be one of my longer videos here recently. Oh, just a half an hour. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to cut it off here, folks. Guys, if breast cancer isn't as prevalent in men as it is in women, but it does affect us. So be proactive when you're taking a shower. Check yourself. You know, not just the chest muscle, but check your lymph nodes, under the arm, the bicep, up into your neck. If anything feels amiss, go talk to your doctor. Folks, if your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know you love them. We're not promised tomorrow, people. You never know when you're not going to get another chance to say I love you, to say I'm sorry. Until I see you all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slots, y'all. Bye-bye.